Definitely Dior's Summer 2023 collection arrived sooner than what I was expecting. Because honestly, there was no a set day. We have been seeing sneak peeks here and there, but nobody really knew when was the launch day. We were all like, well, it's gonna happen anytime soon. We have a step into April, and here it is. The collection, it is available right now at Dior's website. I went ahead and posted it as per usual on my Instagram, as well as here on my community tab on YouTube. So it's very important, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you have that post notification bell on, because that is the only way that not only you will get noticed whenever I upload a new video, but also when I post on my community tab. So say you don't have Instagram and you just kind of like check right here on YouTube, this is the way that I tell you, okay, this has launched, and I give you all the links, absolutely each of the links of each of the products for each collection, like I did, what, about a week ago for the Chanel Leblanc collection, and same thing I do on my Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, come and follow me there, and while you're at it, if you are on TikTok, come and follow me on my TikTok. But anyhow, my friends, this collection has launched. Oh, and one thing that I want to mention really quick right here, I use a platform that is called Shop My something. Do you think I remember? I will be leaving again that link on that description box below. And basically what it is imagine that is a catalog or a magazine that I created as a content creator, and I have it divided in sections, like for example, the Dior Summer 2023 collection, and it shows absolutely each of the products with the links, etc. Same thing for Chanel and so forth. So again, if you want to bookmark that link, it will serve you with of great help. That way you don't have to be looking, where did Jacqueline mention about this product, where did she showcase it, where can I find it, because everything will be right there and then. Okay, my friends, so let's play with this collection. I do have already my foundation, concealer on. I will be leaving all the details, all the products that I will be using today on the description box below, along with the links for your convenience. Starting first with the bronzers. There are a total of 6 bronzers. They are all re-promote. The only difference is the outer compact. So basically, if you have a bronzer already, if you need to replenish one and you really like the beautiful, stunning packaging of this collection, you may do so. It's beautiful, but I have plenty of these bronzers from Dior because I have bought before those that they have the embossing. Like for example, this was from last year. But then again, they are the same bronzers, so there was no point for me to buy a repeated one. Although the outer packaging looks beautiful, it is canvas, so it will get dirty if you are, in a rush and you touch your makeup and so forth. So it's up to you, but I think it looks nonetheless beautiful. And by the way, if you're new here to my channel, I film in natural light. The shade that I'm using is 005 Warm Bronze. And I love these bronzers because although they have more of like a warm undertone, as all the names imply, there's not really much of reddish undertones. They really give that very much of bronzy, nice being sun kiss, and they blend seamlessly. With this collection, there are also 2 luminizers, and I have to give it to Dior that they are luminizers. They are one of the best in the market because they are truly not highlighters, but actually those products that they give an illumination to your skin without looking harsh. Now the 2 shades are Golden Cruise and Coral Cruise, and which both of the shades remind me a lot to the shades of last year, which were Pink Riviera and Nude Riviera, with this golden tone, and then one that, although it's called Coral Cruise, and even at Dior's website, the description of Coral Cruise is more along the lines of a pink coral tone. So it didn't make any sense for me to pick them up. Also, the outer packaging of the new ones, there's nothing special about them. Not that this is not special. I mean, the ganache kind of compact, it's gorgeous. But yeah, they are the same. So to me, it's kind of like, And I'm not saying that these are equal because I don't have the new ones on hand to make the comparison between both of the highlighters. But I'm just going to show you the ones that I have on hand so that way you can take a look at them, see if at least the vibe, those kind of tonalities are something for you. And if you're curious to see the review of the collection of last year, I have it up here on my channel. I'm going to take advantage of this moment too and swatch the bronzer in 05. I do have a review of this bronzer, not only of this shade, but comparing it with shade 4 and shade 6. Okay, friends, so let me just show them to you, these shades. So definitely pinky undertone, golden undertone, and then the warm bronze. And with Pink Riviera, which is perhaps one of my favorites of the two. And as you can see, it's not a harsh stripe of highlighter, but rather more of a beautiful luminosity, like it melts in the skin. It's just so well done. It's fantastic. I'm gonna go with Nude Riviera, and this is more of like a golden tone. This looks fantastic on me during summertime when I have a bronze. So if you like this type of shades and this type of finish, I'm sure you're gonna like the new shades too. This collection doesn't have a blush, but Dior has launched a limited edition blush, which is actually a repeated shade too from, I think it was 2 years ago for the fall of 2021 Birds of a Feather collection. We had this gorgeous blush in 468, one of my favorite ones. Now there is a limited edition embossing, which is not this one. Again, this is from Birds of a Feather. I just want to bring it here to you so that way you can take a look at it. And if you're interested on the other embossing, perhaps while it is available, get it. Because one thing that I have said it before here on my channel is that Dior, it seems like they are reformulating their blushes and even perhaps expanding the shade range, and therefore their blushes, they have been pulled out from their website. I don't think that you're even able to find them at Sephora. If I find any of them, I will be linking them on the description box below. But in the meantime, let's use this one right here that again is right now being re-promoted with another type of embossing, but it's a beautiful shade and it's actually a lovely rosy but yet neutral shade. I wish that hopefully when they bring their new blushes, this will become an actual shade permanent for Dior because it's beautiful. It just gives this kind of like sun-kissed look. And it does have a slight sheen to it. It's not a luminizer, it's not a highlighter, it doesn't have glitter, but it does have this mm, between a natural, almost satiny finish, and it doesn't emphasize the enlarged pores, which is actually something super important for me because I do have enlarged pores right here. As you can tell, even the luminizer, you can still see it in there. I'm just gonna add a little more, but it just looks like so glowy. I feel like if I have gone to the sun outside, just get a little bit of sun kiss and voila. So here to what you came for. The two new eyeshadow queens from summer 2023 collection. I know all of you are dying to see this one in action. It seems like it has been the most popular one. Certainly going to do two eyeshadow looks using these beauties. And I formally present you Dior's Rivage, which means short in French. I think the shades look a little bit more safe, but at the same time, perhaps right now you don't see it as such. I feel this is a very beautiful summer vibe. I really love the embossing all around it, very nautical. It says Christian Dior, 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 but it's kind of like a nautical style. Very beautiful, very much something for summer. Let's go ahead and swatch this baby. Okay, so this one is a matte shade, also matte. It looks more like a matte, this middle one. Now this one came, I need to be careful, it came all wonky. This is a lovely shade too. Okay, they're swatching super smooth. This tangerine shade is still pretty too. And then the last shade, now this one, yeah, this shade is a taupey tone, very pretty, and it looks a little bit more. Let's see when swatching. Oh yeah, definitely this one is more of like a satin finish. Here it is, Rivage. Starting first with a refer number 13 brush, and I'm gonna go to this shade, and I'm gonna take it right on my crease and also above the crease. You see, it does have, although when swatching it, it looks more like a matte shade, it does have a little bit of close sheen to a satin finish. Sonia G soft shader, and I'm gonna go with the middle shade, and I'm taking it from the middle of the eyelid all the way to the outer third. With a Sonia G mini booster, I'm gonna go to the deepest shade, and I'm gonna take it on the outer third. Going now with this beautiful tangerine shade, I'm going to take it middle of the eyelid all the way until it meets with the other shade. Although it has some warmth to it, it doesn't feel like so warm, and it's a little bit different than your typical bronze tones because it has that combination of taupes and then the tangerine shade that it brings that warmth, and that beautiful kind of like very light beigey mustard shade right in between. The BK Beauty 204 brush, I'm going next to this shade, and I'm gonna take it on the lower lash line. Sonia G flat definer, and I'm gonna go to the deeper shade, and I'm gonna define the outer third of my lower lash line. With a Refer 3 brush, I'm going to this creamy shade, and then I'm going to just put it on my inner corner. What a beautiful shade. Here is the look using the Rivage Eyeshadow Quint. I have went ahead and just put some lashes on falsies because I'm going to be doing a second look, so I didn't want having to remove all the mascara. Now on this collection, Dior is bringing us a lip balm on the shade Rose Brume. I decided to skip on that one. I don't need another one, but I do have here another lipstick from Dior in the shade 551 Jejus, and I thought, you know what, this may look really nice with this eyeshadow look, so let's just put it on. And it has a little bit of a pearly kind of finish. The next eyeshadow queen, and one that a lot of you have expressed a lot of interest, is Eden Rock, which is named after the very well-known Dior from their private collection Eden Rock fragrance. And this is it with that gorgeous blue, pop of blue tone. Here you have, these are the swatches for Eden Rock. I see that the finishes are pretty much alike to the ones from Rivage, where you have, well, here you have more satin shades more than anything, not really matte shades, but there's some muted satin shades and then some true satin. Like for example, this shade is a true satin shade, this shade right here too is a true satin shade. Yeah, well, for example, the blue one, it looks a little bit more in between a matte and a satin, kind of like an in-between. Let's go ahead and create an eyeshadow look. I'm going to go ahead and just apply it with my finger because I feel like I want to truly see that beautiful blue shade. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see this blue shade. I don't know if you're able to tell, but it has taken me time and effort to build the pigment on that blue shade. And with this eyeshadow, even when I tap in, I have fallout. Do you see these right here? All of these is fallout. So I'm gonna clean it up in a little. In the meantime, I'm just gonna work a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna go with this shade and applying it on the lower lash line. And then going with this shade, and I'm gonna tap it, and I'm just gonna take it and smoke out my lower lash line, just the outer third. And then on my inner corner, I'm gonna go with this shade. I apply falsies, and here's my final look with the eyeshadow Queen in Eden Rock. I actually really like it. I enjoy this look very much. And on this collection, there are some new shades of the Lip Maximizers, which is one of my favorite formulations. There's also one of the Dior Addict lip tints, which come in this packaging. It's called, I think, Natural Beige. I have here Natural Peach. These are beautiful, super, super thin in consistency. They feel like if you're applying water on your lips, and they are gorgeous tints that they truly stay on your lips without drying them. But anyhow, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this shade, which it actually reminds me a lot to one of the new shades from this collection. Oh, so pretty. Gorgeous. Yes, I love this shade. This is the final look with this beautiful palette. In this collection, there are also 4 new nail polishes that they are stunning. One of them, it is a whitish shade, like the one that I have right now on my nails, which I feel that white is classic, super classic for summertime. It looks super clean, and you can also use it for French tips too if you want to. I think it's a nail polish shade that if you are a person like myself that I like to paint my nails at home, a white shade is always a must. There is a gorgeous, like super beautiful blue shade. Now, I have to be honest with myself. I'm very attracted by that blue shade, but at the same time, I feel like you know me. If you have been here on my channel, you know me really well. I don't use dark shades on my nails. Usually you see me with nude shades, pinky shades. At times, sometimes I use red shades, peachy tones, white, but not really deep intense shades. So I don't know. I'm very tempted, very tempted. And then there's other 2 shades that they are just stunning. One, it is a gold perlite shade, which is ideal for summertime, and the other one is also a peachy perlite shade. Oh, they all look so beautiful. Now let me give you my thoughts about this collection. Starting first with the bronzers, they're all re-promotes. I think there was a little bit of a missed opportunity to maybe bring, even if it was just 3 shades, one that will cater for light to medium complexions, one for medium tan complexions, and then another one for tan, deep, rich complexions that will have a little bit of not shimmer, but a certain sheen to it. It would have been nice and refreshing to see something like that from Dior, knowing the capabilities that they have. I wish that they could have bring a bronzer like such, but nonetheless, the bronzers from Dior, they are fantastic. I mean, see how airbrushed they look. They are beautiful, and they come in a variety of tones, which I really appreciate. So it is okay. It could be better. It could be something more fun since it's a limited edition collection, because that's something also that if you're interested on any of the pieces on this collection again is limited edition. Now, in terms of the luminizers, obviously I have the ones from Riviera. In the marketing promo materials, they look very similar to the new ones. I don't know if they are going to be the same because obviously I don't have them right here with me. I cannot compare them. Would I be getting any of them? Perhaps. Perhaps I'm curious, but at the same time, on my inner self, I'm being very conscious about where I'm spending my money and not adding more to my collection, because honestly, I just have a certain amount of room. I decided this year I did a huge declutter, and I really wanted to be very selective on the items that I'm bringing to my collection. I do have already a ton of luminizers, but I love the luminizers from Dior because they do this. They do this. This is all what I want from a luminizer. I don't want a stripe of highlighter that is white, that is certain color. No, I love this youth. I want to see my skin looking youthful and beautiful without emphasizing fine lines, texture. That is just a formula that has so many emollients that melts on the skin. That's what I want. So that's why I'm a little bit like, should I get this new luminizers or should just be like, hey, you already have the ones from the Riviera, maybe you can skip on them. Perhaps you can give me your point of view right there. Now, what I think about these eyeshadow queens, let's talk about the formulations. Starting first with Rivage. I actually really love this color story. I feel that even this color story will work really well for someone that has deeper complexions. I feel that someone that is already bronze and tan, this will look incredible. Incredible. Definitely, you don't have to use all the shades as I did today, but you know, every time that I do a review, my intention with a review is to really try each of the products as much as possible and all the formulations so that I may give you the best feedback possible. Now, with this palette, I didn't found any fallout. What I noticed though, I think that there is pigment, but not too much, which for some of you, this may be ideal because I know some of you, you don't like to have so much pigment that it will just give you so much color that it feels like overwhelming. Mostly when we're talking about summer collection, I feel that the focus should be, at least I feel this way during summertime, the focus is on my skin, how bronze it is, how healthy it looks, how just how healthy and how I rock my bronze. To me, it's not too much about, oh, my eyes looking wow too much. It's not about that. To me, it's a lot the healthy way that my skin looks, that little bit of blush and a good lipstick, to me that is ideal. So overall, in general, in particular Rivage, I really love this color story. It brings this tangerine tone, this shade. Is this something seen and done before? Obviously yes, it's nothing like out of this world. At least it's different for Dior. And now in terms of Eden Rock, this is also a gorgeous color story, and a color story that we have seen it many years ago. We had a ton of these kind of palettes where they were all neutral tones and then a pop of blue, a pop of blue. When it got to a point that we saw them so much that people start to be like, I'm not interested, and then brands put a break and then they decided to, oh, we're gonna stop putting that pop of blue, and then everything start changing more to a little bit of the pinky shades, reddish tones, then the greens came in, and then here we have again Dior bringing us that pop of blue. What I think about the formulation. In both eyeshadow queens, you find the same type of formula where they are not true satins, they are not true mattes, they kind of land right in the middle. There's no metallic shades right here. And in both of them, you have to build on pigmentation. Now, on this particular one, mostly on this shade, I find out that I needed to tap my brush a little bit more than I usually do because I found fallout, in particular this shade over here, more than the blue. In terms of the blue, I had to really build and build and build to truly get this type of blue, to the point that I had to go with my finger. Do I mind it? No. You can definitely use the sponge, but my suggestion, I will suggest the one from Chantecaille, the one from NARS is really great, or this one is incredible. This one is from the brand Gerard Cosmetics. This is such a great, great primer for the eyelids. So highly suggested to go with a primer for your eyelids before going with these eyeshadows. It is not necessary, so don't take this word as you it is a necessity to do so. But if you do not want too much of that wash of color, and mostly with a blue shade, have to build, 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 then I will suggest perhaps think about an eyeshadow primer. I do have this eyeshadow palette from Dior that has some blue shades. Honestly, the blues between this Eden Rock palette and this all matte shade, actually it's a velvet formulation that came out a couple years ago, they're not alike. They are different. They're truly velvets. Let me just show you this shade. Look at the pigmentation. I'm gonna just swatch this shade. Look at that pigment, and now let me show you the pigment of this shade. You see right there that translucency? That's exactly what I'm talking about in terms of that pigment, and hence I will suggest that with these eyeshadows, you may want to use an eyeshadow primer. Now, aside to that, the lipsticks, all these formulas from Dior are fantastic. I mean, from the lip balm, the lip tints are incredible. Perhaps one of the products that I feel that they need more hype about them, because the lip tints, the new ones, the new reformulated ones from Dior, are incredible. And then the reformulation of the lip maximizers are just fantastic to me. They have everything that I need. They do give me a little bit of this volume to my lips without being painful, with just kind of like a cooling kind of sensation. I prefer this formula way better than the previous formula, although the previous formula was an OG for many. To me, it was a little bit aggressive on my lips. These ones are just perfection, and I feel that all the shades look just stunning. Like I said, I really want all of the shades. The tangerine one, the nudie one, the rosy tone one. I want all of them because they all look fantastic and I know I will use them. Okay, my friends, this makes it for this video. I hope that you found it helpful, informative. I would love now to hear from you. Which of the products from this collection is the one that is calling your name, or which ones have you already picked up, you already purchased, perhaps you have already got it, you have already tried, you have already played with them. And also talking about that Chanel's Summer 2023 collection, the Beige collection, it's coming next. Let's just go ahead and continue that conversation on the comment section down below. While you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. It will be amazing if you can come and follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, share with family and friends. And if you're not done watching my content, I will be leaving a couple other videos right here that I'm sure you're gonna love. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.